Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. MACC Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Azam Baki has reportedly clarified that HRD Corp is still under investigation after it was reported earlier that anti-graft investigators had told the PAC that no wrongdoing had been found at the state agency. According to reports, Azam said the MACC had opened several files against HRD Corp and that all investigations are still ongoing. MACC investigator Muhammad Fuad Sadat was quoted in a PAC report as saying that no offences were identified and that the case was classified as no further action. This had prompted PAC member Sim Sen to call on the anti-graft agency to explain its decision. Sim highlighted in Parliament that a report from the Auditor General had recommended enforcement actions against HRD Corp. He said such a call would not have been made without solid grounds, adding that the PAC had also suspected the possibility of abuse of power within the Manpower Development Agency. In response, Azam said the MACC officer might have been referring to just one part of the investigations, not the probe in its entirety, and that he has directed his officers to inform the PAC. Bank Negara Malaysia will hold a closed-door briefing for members of parliament to address concerns over the jump in medical insurance premiums. This was confirmed by Bayan Baru's Sim Sen, who stated that the briefing will involve representatives from the central bank, who will be there to clarify the approval process for premium hikes. He noted that since it is BNM that greenlights price hikes in insurance premiums, the lawmakers would like to understand the criteria for approval. Earlier, Sim and several PKR MPs raised the issue, following public pressure to review the skyrocketing private hospital charges and unreasonable fees. Citing medical experts, the lawmakers said among the reasons for the hike in private hospital charges are inappropriate hospital admissions, excessive procedures, and unnecessary examinations involving MRI, CT, and PET scans. Other factors that also contribute to the jump in costs, they said, include the increasing amount of compensation awarded by the courts in medical negligence cases. The MPs urged the Ministry of Health, BNM and stakeholders to establish a joint task force to find a sustainable solution to the issue. Tenaga National and Sembcorp Power have signed an agreement for the supply of 50 megawatts of renewable energy to Singapore. The maiden renewable energy supply to the island state is the result of the bidding process conducted through Energy Exchange Malaysia or Energem in June. The Ministry of Energy Transition and Water Transformation said this first phase of cross-border renewable energy trading with Singapore will commence this month. Under the supply agreement, TMB will deliver the electricity through Sembcorp Power, utilising existing interconnection between the two neighbouring countries. In total, the available capacity for the renewable energy exports programme to Singapore is 300 megawatts. The ministry had previously told The Edge there were two winners from the June auction, with take-up of 50 megawatts each without naming them. Malaysia is venturing into renewable energy exports to capture favourable pricing and foreign exchange gains in Singapore, with the returns expected to support Malaysia's own decarbonisation efforts. Industrial services firm Swift Energy Technology has begun accepting applications from investors for its initial public offering that would gross more than 84 million ringgit on the ACE market. The IPO, priced at 28 cents per share, involves a public issue of 250.2 million new shares and an offer for sale of 50.04 million existing shares. All in, the listing offers investors a 25% stake in the firm. Application for the IPO shares will close on December 23rd, and listing has been scheduled for January 8th, 2025. At the IPO price, Swift Energy will have a market value of about 280.22 1.22 million ringgit upon listing, and valued the company at nearly 24 times the earnings for the financial year ended September 30th, 2023. Swift Energy is mainly involved in industrial automation and power systems and has offices in Thailand, Singapore and China, serving about 550 customers across 29 geographical markets. It also supplies power and industrial electrical products, as well as provides technical services for process control and power distribution systems. Facility management firm GFM Services said it has inked an agreement to explore stake in oil and gas services firm Shapadu Energy for an indicative 30 million ringgit cash. Under the proposed deal, GFM will subscribe to shares equivalent to 15% in Shapadu Energy for 10 million ringgit and purchase 30% directly from Shapadu Corporation for 20 million ringgit. The two parties will also sign a put-call option agreement. GFM Managing Director Ruslan Nordin said the proposed acquisition represents a strategic move to strengthen GFM's enlarged foothold in the oil and gas facilities maintenance sector. The Edge has reported GFM's potential acquisition of Shapadu Energy, which provides downstream maintenance and turnaround services, as well as upstream maintenance, hookup and commissioning activities. Shares of GFM rose to a 3-month high of 28 cents before paring some gains to close at 27.5 cents, giving it a market capitalization of 209 million ringgit.